Hey guys, so it's Christmas and I've now made it back to my house after being at my parents' house. It's about 5:15 or something. I just got a cup of tea here. Not quite started the Christmas drinking yet. But yeah, you'll have seen, well, you may or may not have seen actually, or heard even, or seen me say, or heard me, seen me say, yes, I'm talking shit, that the £100 Christmas challenge was back, but then there was no update videos. So if you know what the £100 Christmas challenge is, then from last year, then you'll know what it is basically. And this is the, culmination of that challenge once again. If you don't know what it is, then it doesn't matter. So yeah, first pickup I have is actually a console that I've kind of been dying to get, and it's mainly probably through watching things like channels like Angry Video Game Nerd, just for this kind of satire, and then also channels like Game Straight to On and his other channels, them sort of channels. And the console is, I'll tease you here, here's the SCART cable, the least interesting part. Can you guess what it is yet? Probably not. Here is the adapter. So it's got a short kind of plug end on it, and it says on it Nintendo AC adapter. Right, and then we have this controller, which you should be able to recognise. It's a pretty famous kind of controller. So last but not least, in this box I have a Nintendo Entertainment System, aka a NES. So yeah, there's a couple of scratches on it. There's also the classic bits of paint. My mum was a bastard for this. She always used to paint and decorate near stuff, and then it get all splashed over, and you get these little speck marks on your consoles and TV and anything basically that was in the room while it was being painted. So yeah, I'm quite surprised. I always imagined it, because I don't think I've ever actually held one before, but I always imagined it to be, big, massive, like original Xbox size, but it's not. If I put my hand there, you can see, it's probably an inch either way longer than my hand is. So yeah, tested it earlier, it's all working. Yeah, the way that I was intrigued by the way you put the cartridges in. You slide them in. I've actually got some games here, so I'll go through them separate to the other pickups. The one that came actually with the console was Ghostbusters 2, which I have here in one of these sleeves with like someone's address or name on it or whatever. And what you do is you slide it in like that, and then push it down. What's interesting about it is it's just like, why do you have to push it down? Like, why couldn't they have just engineered the cartridge slot to be like that and that's it? I don't know if there's a technical reason why it needs to go up and down as well, but I don't know. So yeah, that's the first of my pickups for the console, Ghostbusters 2. Second one is a game called Solstice. It kind of reminds me of an old Spectrum game I used to play called Night Law, which was one of the better Spectrum games, but I was playing that when I was about 5 or 6, so I didn't really know what was going on. And finally T2, Terminator 2, so seems like a pretty decent game from what I've played so far. So yeah, that's my console pickups and the games to go with it, and my next even video will be the games for the other systems that I've got are games for systems that I already own. So yeah, that will be following this video.